Hello residents and ratepayers of Hibbing. My name is Luke Peterson. I'm the General Manager of Hibbing Public Utilities. And I'm here today to talk about the polar vortex of February 2021 and what this has to do with people here in Hibbing. Many of you remember the early days of February as being just a normal winter day, despite this COVID pandemic that we're all in and working and teaching from home or kids going to school only a couple days a week. We were actually proud to be getting a regular, normal February day here in Hibbing, Minnesota. However, what happened later on during the month, not just here in Hibbing, but downstream throughout the rest of the country, and Texas in particular, caused havoc on our national energy infrastructure and affected the natural gas prices that unfortunately have to be passed off to Hibbing customers. As you'll see from the chart, starting on February, the pricing of natural gas was relatively stable, the way it always normally is, around $4 a decatherm. You can see that on the red line at the bottom. A decatherm is just a unit to measure how gas is traded and priced, and the price per decatherm is what we pay when we pay it in the wholesale market. You can see throughout most of the month, up until the 10th of February, the pricing of natural gas was very stable. You can see the green line up above it starting to rise, and that's actually our city's usage in total. Throughout the whole city, the usage of gas was starting to rise from about 4,500 decatherms, which is again just that measurement of natural gas, all the way up to about 9,000 decatherms around the 8th of February. Well, what happened after the 8th was what we are going to start talking about today, and that is the effects of the polar vortex in the natural gas pricing market. You can see that the red line starts to rise dramatically on the 11th of February, and that is due to the events in Texas affecting our natural gas price gouging. So also in that time, you can see Hibbing Public Utilities reacted by dropping load at the power plant and with some of our large industrial customers. And this kept the price of gas lower, and we saved about $1 million in that time by curtailing the plant and those large industrial gas customers. Even so, the price of natural gas rose on the open market and affected our overall gas costs. And gas costs rose from about $4 a decatherm all the way up to $80 a decatherm, and that's an increase of 4,000%. That cost, those few days in February, cost the utility $1.6 million extra just for 8 or 9 days in February. That is what you are seeing on the green letters you've received at home if you're a natural gas customer. The rule of utilities is everybody has to pay their fair share. And the portion of gas that you used in February is listed on your green letter, and it will be put on your May bill unless you call our office and return the paper to spread out the payments over 6 months. This is a terrible time for this cost increase, and I know many of you are hurting and struggling already, but it is unfortunately the truth. As long as I am general manager, I will tell you the truth, and this is a situation that is not fair, but it is something that I think that if we work together, we can come out of this, and I look forward to answering any questions that you may have of it. You can call me at my office at 218-262-7759 during any normal business hours, and I'll answer your questions and talk you through this unfortunate event. I'll also be looking forward to getting emails from you at luke.peterson@hpuc.com. I want to prepare for our future together. I want us to be able to address the concerns that we have with this February polar vortex price increase to our legislators and ask for investigations and into price gouging, because the effects of market trading on those days in February, people profited on the backs of Hibbing ratepayers. And that is not right or fair, and I want all of us to reach out to our representatives, including Julie Sandstead, whose email is listed here on the screen, and she's looking forward to you reaching out and sharing your stories that she can raise to get attention all the way up to the governor and President Biden. This is a national event that is due to poor planning in Texas, and market movers took advantage of the situation, and Hibbing players are having to pay the bill. It's not right, and we need your help to have investigation into what actually went wrong. That said, we still do owe this bill. $1.6 million is too much money for Hibbing Public Utilities to front on its own, and the rule of utility rate making is everybody has to pay their fair share, and you will receive your fair share of that on the green letter. I look forward to working with you over the years ahead to address this, including upcoming preparations for the heating season in 2022, which will be here before we know it. We will be confirming our pricing and hedging strategy at that time, but I can say with all certainty that no amount of preparation can prepare us adequately for what might come in the wakes of a large extreme weather event like what we saw in February. Long-term planning at the utility is something I will prioritize over my first year, and that includes investing in the flexible fuels at the power plant that we can use to power our city and be more reliant and energy secure for our future. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me at 218-262-7759. I look forward to working for you. This is your utility as a public utility. You are our customers, and you are also our part of the utility as the voters of Hibbing. So thank you for your time. I look forward to meeting you and speaking with you about this matter.